Hey everybody, welcome to my Facebook Live. Today's topic is how to unclog your money valve. We'll be doing a group emotion code session and we'll let two volunteers release the blocks that they're having right now, either with money in abundance or cash flow. So if you're here, make a little comment so I can say hello. I see Cindy is here. Hi, Cindy. Amber's here. Nice to see you, Amber. So are you one of those people that has been laid off or furloughed recently and now you're starting to panic because you're really feeling the loss of the income? Are you one of those people who's stressed out right now and worried because you've gone through your savings and you just don't know what you're going to do? Are you one of those people, maybe a business owner, who's struggling because your business just isn't making money right now? These are really tough financial times for a lot of people, and you might be feeling fear and anxiety and you just don't know how to handle it, you know? And it's all new for all of us. So the emotional charge that you're feeling right now is getting triggered from old stuff. You didn't just feel this negative fear or negative charge. It's probably from a trapped emotion from something that happened when you were a child. So today I'm looking for two volunteers and I'm going to show you how to release the fear and the worry you are feeling right now about earning money in these uncertain times. And within minutes, I'm going to help you feel instant relief. Okay, so I'm Juanita Ecker. I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner. And my job is to uncover the trapped emotions that are running your life. If this sounds a little crazy, stick around, it's going to get crazier. I'm going to use this magnet, a simple refrigerator magnet, and the emotions off of this emotion code chart. If you can see the chart there. So I did not invent this. This material that I'm covering today is created from Dr. Bradley Nelson. He wrote the book, The Emotion Code, and by Dr. Bradley Nelson. It says how to release your trapped emotions for abundant health, love, and happiness. This was created about 20 years ago, and Dr. Bradley is a chiropractor, and he discovered that when people would come each week, there were trapped emotions that were sort of underneath the issues that people were having. And he was wondering if there was a way that he could get rid of the trapped emotions so that the body could rebalance itself. Tony Robbins did the foreword on this book. So this is the type of material that if this really excites you, you can get the book and kind of learn how to do this yourself. Let's see if anyone else is here. Oh, and I was certified by Dr. Brad, so that's pretty cool. See if anyone else is here besides Cindy and Amber. Okay. All right, great. So let me share a few success stories. I worked with a client who was freaking out because her husband got furloughed and she became the sole breadwinner, and she was just so nervous and anxious about everything. We said, okay, let's do a session. We cleared the fear that was coming up for her. And then the following week, she's like, oh, I'm handling it so much better. I worked with a dog, yes, we can work with animals, who was so nervous every time she rode in the car. And the owner had to give her tranquilizers for her to calm down. Once we worked on the dog, she's now able to ride, she enjoys riding, and that's great because the owner goes from Michigan to Florida every year and she takes her dog with her. So it's really important that the dog can be comfortable in the car. I worked with a young woman who was really struggling with procrastination and lack of motivation. She was enrolled in a dog trainer program and she just didn't have what she needed to do the work. She wasn't motivated. She didn't do the work. So I worked with her and we uncovered all of the triggers, all of the negative charges and imbalances that were blocking her from taking action on her program. And so now I'm happy to report that she is a certified dog trainer. So that's nice. So think of something sad, scary, or traumatic that happened. It could be years ago, or it could be something that happened yesterday. And when you think of that event, what emotion comes to mind? Is it disappointment, guilt, anger, frustration, grief? So give that emotion a number from 0 to 10. 0 being it's not there at all, and 10 being it's at the worst. So the fact that you could give this emotion a number means it's probably still stuck in your body. So that's what we call a trapped emotion, because it's never been fully processed or released. And over time, these trapped emotions can create imbalances in the body. So here's why you don't want to have a negative vibration. The law of attraction is always eavesdropping on the vibes that we're sending out. So think of yourself inside this great big hula hoop, okay, like a circle of energy. And we have this great big bubble or circle of energy around us. Whatever is in this circle is the vibe that you are sending out. The law of attraction is matching that vibe. When you are having a negative feeling, you are sending a negative vibe. So the law of attraction is responding to that feeling by giving you more of the same. And sometimes these emotions can be on an unconscious level. We don't even know we're feeling this emotion and it's stuck, and yet we're vibrating it. And that's why it's so important to get rid of it. So I see that Judy has showed up. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. Okay, great. All right. So today, it's all about the high vibe zone. The best way to create a high vibe is to get rid of the low vibe. The best way to become more positive is to be less negative. And why do we want to do that? Because the law of attraction is eavesdropping on the vibes that we're sending out. So on these emotion code charts that I'm going to use, there are 60 emotions on one page and 100 on the other. So there's 160 emotions altogether. I'm going to help the volunteers release their fear that they're feeling right now about earning money in these uncertain times. So how does it work? There's no embarrassment. The volunteers, you won't have to reveal any details from your past. I will identify the emotion off of the charts. I'll use muscle testing, and then we'll delete it within minutes. So how does it work for the muscle testing? When I'm going to connect to the volunteer, and it's like there's a great big web, an internet web, okay, and we're all connected. And before I work with someone, I get her permission to access her subconscious mind. It's like her Wi-Fi. Her subconscious mind knows, what happened, when it happened. She also knows what emotion is causing this flare up based on everything that's happening. So my job is the mechanical connection. My talent is asking the right questions, because I can only ask yes/no questions of the subconscious. And the skill is to find the yes/no answer. So I've got all of these emotions off of the emotion code chart, and then I'll find out what it is. So when I connect to the other person, I'm going to do it through muscle testing. And it's similar to, let's say you're on your computer and there's a file you want to delete, and you're looking for it and you're looking for it, and you think, where's that file? Once you find it, you don't leave it there, you delete it. So once we find a negative emotion, we want to delete it. So I'm going to use this technique here, this ring technique, and when my fingers are strong, it's a yes. When my fingers come apart, it's a no. When I become a proxy for the volunteer, I will ask her subconscious questions. I'm not guessing at anything. Nobody is telling me anything. I'm not psychic. Her subconscious is telling my subconscious when to lock for a yes. it's really important when we clear the trapped emotions that the volunteer stay hydrated as well as the practitioner. So in order to get picked today, I have 4 questions. What is the severity, the 0 through 10? 0 meaning it's not there at all, 10 it's at the worst. And what are you feeling or thinking right now regarding your money situation? Give me permission to work on you, and then update us in a few minutes. After I've cleared the trapped emotions for you, write a comment about what you notice or what you're feeling. Okay, so let's see. David Hendershot is here. Hello, David. Okay, great. I see that Amber says that she and her husband are both unemployed and she's trying to start up a new business. Okay, great. Amber's going to volunteer, and Amber shared with me earlier that she has trouble wanting to ask people for money. So it's hard to be in business if you're not comfortable accepting money from people. All right. So let's see what's going on with Amber, and we're going to release a bunch of negative emotions for her and see how she feels afterwards. All right, the first group is the trapped emotions. All right, so because I'll be muscle testing, I have, columns on the left and columns on the right, and so I'm going to be eliminating, and I'll ask, is it on the left, is it on the right, is it odd numbers, is it even numbers, and as I do that, eventually I'll get to the negative emotion that's triggering Amber right now. All right, so let me take a couple minutes and connect with Amber. Okay, my name is Amber, it's strong. My name is Juanita. My name is Juanita. Okay, my name is Amber. So now I'm energetically connected to Amber. Okay, how many trapped emotions is affecting Amber's inability to feel comfortable accepting money from clients? Accepting money for her services, I should say. Okay, less than 5, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 trapped emotions. So let's see where they are. Is it on the left? Is it odd numbers? Is it B1? Is it B3? Is it everything in the block of B3? Yes. Okay. Is it confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, and stubbornness? All right. So sometimes all the emotions are in the same category, and sometimes they're all over the chart. So confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, and stubbornness. Are there any other trapped emotions that are blocking Amber from feeling comfortable accepting money for her services? No. All right, so let's release these trapped emotions. Set the intention to release the trapped emotion of confusion. Releasing defensiveness. Releasing grief. Releasing self-abuse. And releasing stubbornness. Okay. Have we deleted all the trapped emotions for Amber? Yes, okay. So the next category is the absorbed emotions. Now, what an absorbed emotion is, sometimes you walk into a room and you can feel that, something is going on. And you might pick up a negative emotion from someone. As sensitive people, we take on sometimes other people's stuff. So you definitely want to get rid of any emotions that you've absorbed from other people. So let's see how many absorbed emotions Amber has that are blocking her from feeling comfortable accepting money for her services. Okay, how many absorb? Less than 5? More than 5? Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has 8 trapped emotions. Okay. Are they all in the same row? No. On the left, on the right. Odd numbers, B2, B4. Okay. B1, B2. Indecisiveness is the first one. Bitterness is the next one. Okay, is it on the left? It's odd numbers. Is it B1? Is it effort unreceived? Okay. Heartache. And vulnerability. Okay. Is the next group on the left? It's on the right. Is it odd numbers? Is it B2? B1? Failure. Helplessness. And lack of control. So Amber could have absorbed these from parents. She could have absorbed them from friends. You don't really know. Okay, do we need to know anything else about these absorbed emotions? No. All right. We set the intention to release the absorbed, trapped emotion of indecisiveness. Releasing absorbed bitterness. Releasing absorbed effort unreceived. Releasing absorbed heartache. Releasing absorbed vulnerability. Releasing absorbed failure. Releasing absorbed helplessness. And releasing absorbed lack of control. All right. Are there any other absorbed emotions that are blocking Amber from feeling comfortable accepting money for her services? No. Have we released all of these? Did we release? Yes, we released all those. Okay, great. Now the next one, the next category, I call them stress-related energies. How many stress-related energies are blocking Amber from feeling comfortable accepting money for her services? Less than 5? Yes. 1, 2, 3. So she has 3 of these other negative energies that are affecting her. Column C, column B. Is it odd numbers? B2. Are they all in the same box? No. Is it lost pride? Is it failure? Hemmed in? Used. Used is the first one. All right. Is the next group column C, odd numbers? Row 2. Is it aggravation? Aggravation is the next one. And anger. Are there any other stress-related energies that are blocking Amber from feeling comfortable from accepting money for her services? No. All right, let's release those. We set the intention to release the energy of used. Releasing the energy of used. Releasing the energy of aggravation. Releasing aggravation. Releasing anger. Releasing anger. Okay. Have we released, used, aggravation, and anger? Yes. Are there any other stress-related energies blocking Amber right now? No. The next group is called hidden. Now, what a hidden trapped emotion is, just like it sounds, it's hidden. But once you ask if it's hidden, then it's not hidden anymore, and then you can release it. Does Amber have any trapped emotions that are hidden that are blocking her from feeling comfortable about accepting money for her services? Yes. 1, 2. 2 hidden trapped emotions. On the left, is it odd numbers? Is it B1? Is it effort unreceived? Is it heartache? Okay, heartache. Now, Amber also had absorbed heartache. So now she has her own hidden heartache and insecurity. Any other hidden trapped emotions that are blocking Amber right now? No. Okay, we set the intention to release hidden heartache. Releasing hidden heartache. Releasing hidden insecurity. Great. Have we released heartache and insecurity? Yes. Okay. The next group is inherited. Just like we can inherit brown hair and brown eyes, you can inherit trapped emotions that are passed on from generation to generation to generation. And so sometimes when people say, I react to this just like my mother or my grandmother did, it's because it may have been passed down from many generations. So let's see if Amber has any inherited trapped emotions that are blocking her from feeling comfortable accepting money for her services. Does Amber have any inherited? Yes. How many? 1, 2. Okay. So let's see what they are. On the left, is it odd numbers? Is it B1? Effort unreceived. So that showed up as an absorbed one. So apparently it was also inherited. Did she get it from her mom? Yes. Okay. And for fun, let's just see how far this goes back. Did the mom get it from her mom? Yes. So the grandmother. Did the grandmother get it from her mom? Great-grandmother? Okay. Did the great-grandmother get it from her parents? Yes. How many generations does this go back? Less than 10? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Goes back 4 generations. So it was passed down 4 generations. All right, let's see what the next one is. Is it failure? Is it helplessness? Hopelessness. Hopelessness. And was this also inherited from the mom? Yes. Going back 4 generations? Yes. So probably this happened at the same time, these 2 emotions. All right, let's release these inherited trapped emotions, setting the intention to release inherited effort unreceived. Going back 4 generations, being passed down to the grandmother, being passed down to the mother, being passed down to Amber. Releasing inherited hopelessness. Going back 4 generations. Great. Did we release inherited effort unreceived? Yes. Did we release inherited hopelessness? Hopeless, yes. Okay, hopelessness. All right, good. The next group is a vibrational resonance. When you think of a vibrational resonance, think of a bell that's ringing and we can only hear it for a certain amount of time. But it is ringing on an energetic level. And sometimes trapped emotions will get processed a little bit, but not completely. And so it's like they're sort of ringing in our body. Does Amber have any vibrational resonances that are blocking her ability to accept money for her services? Yes. How many? 1, 2, 1. Okay. On the left, is it odd numbers? Is it B2? Failure. She has a vibrational resonance of failure. And she also had failure that was absorbed. So failure is kind of playing in for her a couple different ways. All right, we set the intention to release the vibrational resonance of failure. The next group is prenatal. Now, sometimes as the fetus, you can either absorb trapped emotions from one of the parents, or you can feel it yourself. So let's see if Amber has any prenatal trapped emotions that are affecting her right now. Does Amber have any prenatal trapped emotions? No. Okay, good. So now, just like sometimes when you're trying to update an app or your phone and it chugs and chugs and chugs and it just doesn't take hold, I like to ask if there's a trapped emotion that's blocking the individual from accepting this new version of herself. So let's see, is there a trapped emotion that's blocking Amber from accepting this new version of herself? Yes. How many trapped emotions? 1, 2, 3. 3 trapped emotions that are blocking her from accepting, because this is a new blueprint now for Amber, and she'll be vibrating at a different level because we've gotten rid of the negative emotions that she's been carrying with her for a long time. So let's see the trapped emotions that are blocking her from accepting this new version of herself. Is it B1? Is it effort unreceived? Is it heartache? Okay, heartache. Is it insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability? Is it on the left? Is it on the even numbers? B1, B3. Is it confusion? Is it defensiveness? Is it grief? Is it self-abuse? Stubbornness. Okay, I think we can all relate to that one. Are there any other trapped emotions blocking Amber from accepting this new version of herself? No. Okay. Set the intention to release trapped emotion of heartache. Releasing heartache. Releasing vulnerability. Releasing stubbornness. Okay, have we released heartache, vulnerability, and stubbornness? Yes. All right, so are there any other trapped emotions that are blocking Amber from accepting this new version of herself? No. All right. Let's see how many trapped emotions we released. We did that in roughly 12 minutes, and I had some explanations in between, but you can see that within a 10 minutes of time, we can release quite a few trapped emotions. So how many did we release for Amber? 10, 15, 20, 24. Wow. 24 negative emotions in about 10 to 12 minutes. Great. All right. So, Amber, I want you to see how you feel. If you notice something now, how will you know that the emotions are gone? You might feel lighter. You might feel not as stressed out. Some people yawn a lot. Some people feel tingling sensation. So let's give me a message and see what you're noticing, if you're noticing a shift right now. And the thing with when you work on money and abundance, of course, money's not going to fall out of the sky while we're sitting here in this session. But if Amber is feeling a little bit differently, that means she's going to vibrate at a different level. And so that means the effort that she puts into her business, she'll get different results than she got before we release these negative energies. Okay. So let's see if anybody else has joined us. Terry McGill is watching. Doris is watching. Hi, Doris. Amber said that when we first started, that she's concerned that her fear is that they will lose everything, since both her and her husband are unemployed. Okay, so that's a big fear. When both of you are unemployed and it's locked down, it's kind of hard to find a job. So now Amber says, it feels a lot lighter. Thank you. Okay, good. All right, so what was the severity for Amber before we started? I should have asked before we started, but I forgot, but I'll ask now. So what was the severity for Amber before we started? Was it less than 10? No, was it 10? Okay, so the severity of her fear and worry was a 10. So what is it now? What is Amber's severity of her fear and worry of making ends meet or being comfortable accepting money for her services? Is it less than 10? Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay. So you saw that we went from a 10 to a 0 in about 12 minutes. That's great. All right. So I'll take a little water. If there's someone else that wants to volunteer, you can type in what you think your severity is and what you're feeling right now regarding money or abundance or your cash flow, and give me permission to work with you. All right. I worked with a woman who loved ice cream, but every time she ate the ice cream, her body negatively reacted to it. And so we were able to release the triggers and the trapped emotions that were causing her body to react that way. And now she can eat the ice cream, she can eat the dairy. I worked with a man who quickly responded with anger. And it was causing a lot of problems in his relationship with a new girlfriend, because when they would argue, it would escalate. So I released all of the imbalances, the trapped emotions, the negative energies that were being triggered for him to react quickly with anger. And once we released all those things, he didn't react with anger quite so often. And he told me that he used to react even in the car, like when people would do something to him, he would quickly react and, beep the horn or swear at them. And after we did the work, he said, I don't do that anymore. So that was kind of cool. I worked with a woman who was having trouble sleeping. So there were inherited trapped emotions and imbalances and some prenatal trapped emotions. So we helped her sleep get better. I worked with a woman who couldn't find a job she loved. She's a holistic doctor and just couldn't find a job in her expertise. We released a lot of the imbalances, the beliefs. The great thing about this emotion code and body code is we can work on beliefs. So you might have a belief that I can't find a job, or you might have a belief that I can't make money. And that belief is going to overpower any positivity that you have, because it's what your body thinks is true. And when we release these beliefs that your subconscious is working off of, now you can create a new belief and create new things for you. So for this holistic doctor, there were a lot of unconscious beliefs, I call it unconscious sabotage, that we released for her that allowed her to open up opportunities, and eventually she did get a job that she was excited about. So that's kind of one of my favorite stories. I do really enjoy working on money and abundance with people, especially when we start releasing these unconscious beliefs, because they're there and we don't even know they're there, but I can muscle test and see, I have a list that we go off of, so we can see which ones you're in alignment with and which ones you're not in alignment with. Okay, so let's see if there's another volunteer. I worked with a horse who had trouble breathing. In South Carolina, we get a lot of humidity, and this friend's horse had a lot of trouble breathing. And she said, do you think you can work on my horse? We worked on the horse. And now the horse is fine. She doesn't react so negatively in the humidity and can breathe a lot better. All right, it doesn't look like anyone else wants to volunteer, so I'll just move on. So you saw that in about 10 to 12 minutes for Amber, we got rid of 24 negative emotions, and she went from an 8. She said it was an 8, but when I tested her, her subconscious said it was a 10. So she went from an 8 or a 10 down to a 0 within a few minutes. So I was able to give her instant relief within a few minutes. So you can imagine what I can do in a 20-minute or a 30-minute session. And sometimes you need more than one session, because it's like peeling layers off of an onion. And, we release one layer and then there are other things that come up, but eventually we get to it. You might be thinking, gee, I wonder if she can help me with my aching back, or I wonder if she can help me with my stomach issues, or my neck is so tight and sore. Okay, so if that's something you would like to address, we could definitely talk about it. I make it very easy for you if you decide you want to work with me. My website is The Shifting Sand. Okay, and you can either text me or email me and we can set up a time to work together. I make it easy for you. I give you a checklist so you can check off what you want to work on. You bring your magnet. It's just a refrigerator magnet. You bring your magnet and water to drink. And then we work on the things that are challenges for you. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. So remember, how does this affect the law of attraction? We've now updated Amber's blueprint. So before, she had all of these negative emotions that she was vibrating at on a conscious or unconscious level. And now, because we've gotten rid of them, she's able to attract different things into her life, or she's able to create something better than what she was able to do before. And I'll be really curious to hear after today's session, Amber, if you start feeling comfortable charging people for your services. Even if it's only a little bit and you start charging, I want you to get in the practice of feeling comfortable accepting money for your services and feel that you're offering value. All right. So thank you, everyone, for joining my Facebook Live and learning a little bit about the emotion code. And remember, if you really liked what you saw today, you can get the book, The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And I appreciate you all showing up and being part of my Facebook Live today. So be well and be safe. Bye now.